been here nearly a year now, certainly a season. How have you found it?
Oh, it's been terrific. I mean, I've enjoyed it immensely. I think had a good welcome down here. Interacted with the staff successfully, I think, and also with the supporters. And the Green Army, fantastic people. Followed the club all over the country. I've been on a couple of trips with the fans, and
really branch of sponsors, of course, now.
Yeah, and really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been great.
And has it lived up to expectations? Did you have expectations when you came here? Because we were pretty well just coming out of administration, really, weren't we?
Yeah, no, I think it's pretty much lived up to expectations. I mean, I wanted to come to a club that really had some potential. I know that's that horrible P word that people keep bandying around here, but I really wanted to come to a club that had that ability to grow, which I think Argyle has. And I think we've made some progress this year. I'm not underestimating the task that we've got a lot more work to do, but I'm up for it, and I think all the staff are up for it, and we're looking forward to a bright future.
And one of your briefs was to sort of make sure we kept within budget and made ourselves, as the chairman said all along, ever since he took over, a club that can stand alone and function by itself. Is that progressing well? Yeah,
we're making progress. I think we've made good progress this year, and our budget for next year is going to show a further improvement. But the important thing is that we need this new grandstand up for us to really make serious inroads into that aim of being financially sustainable. And I'm hoping that grandstand will start work in the very near future.
You say very near future, and people have been expecting it one way or another for quite a long time now. What's the latest? Where are we? What can you tell us about the latest scenario?
Well, it has been frustrating for everybody, not least of which I think our development partners, Akron. But there's work ongoing in the background to try and get to a stage where we can start work. I haven't got a date yet. I wish I did have, but rest assured, there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes to try and make sure that we've got the work going as soon as possible, because we do need that grandstand built, and we do need to generate the revenue from it.
And of course, we haven't sold any season tickets into the grandstand for next season, but is there a possibility that people will still be able to watch the game from the grandstand next season?
I think we're going to have to say the jury's out on that one at the moment. When we put the season tickets on sale, we had a very reasonable expectation that that work would start before the new season. As time goes on, that begins to be at risk, that the work starting before the 9th of August. But we'll keep it under review all the way through the summer, and we'll make decisions as soon as we've got more information.
Of course, talking of the summer, we'll shut up shop and go home for the next 8 weeks and come back when the players come back, don't we?
That's never been my experience before, and I don't think it's a big experience this time. We might be able to manage to get a few days holiday, but it'll all start again very, very quickly.
What does a football club do during the summer, is what I'm saying?
Well, there's a huge amount of preparation got to be done. I mean, maintenance in the stadium. Obviously, we've got changes in the playing squad, so the manager and Jason Turner are busy sort of signing new players or researching new players, that type of thing. And of course, throughout the club, every department is reviewing its operations and making plans for next season. At the same time, trying to get a little bit of time off, because there's not much opportunity when the season starts again.
As you say, next season's going to roll around pretty quickly. I mean, there's already high hopes. I mean, already the manager's shown his ambition by re-signing Luke McCormack, Curtis Nelson, which I think has gone down very well with a lot of the supporters. More people coming in. So, again, how do you feel next season is going to go on the pitch?
Well, as I say, we made progress on the pitch this season. Going from being in the bottom 4 for the 5th year running last year up to 10th place is progress by any measure. We're disappointed that we didn't finish a bit higher and have a go at the playoffs, but next season that has got to be our minimum target to get into the playoffs. We would harbour ambitions to be automatic promotion hopefuls, but expectations are one thing, achievements are another. But rest assured, everybody at the club is going to be focused on trying to get us into a top 7 position.
Well, you came to Plymouth after leaving the Oval, who were in the Championship. Unfortunately, they've been relegated this season, and a lot of people that's quite funny. But you obviously feel in your heart that Plymouth Argyle has got potential to get back up where it once was.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I've still got a deep affection for Yeovil. You don't spend 6 years somewhere and not have that. And I've got a lot of respect for the club and the people there. They've done a tremendous job to get into the Championship. And, maybe at some level a bit unfortunate to get relegated this season. They had a real good go at it. But they only pulled 6,500 average gate in the Championship. And by any degree, that's going to be very difficult to sustain. Whereas at Argyle, if we got to the Championship, we're talking maybe 16,000 average gate. So that is sustainable in the Championship. We've got a club here that could continue to grow and thrive in that division, whereas Yeovil would find it very, very difficult.
It's almost a cliche to say it, but the crowds, the fans have been very important to the club over the years, still important now. And I know you've done a lot of fan engagement in your year that you've been here, and you're going to continue that in a slightly different way next year.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're referring probably to the fact that the PASB is not going to continue next year. That's a consensus agreement between the club and the various representatives on the PASB. Next season, our plan will be to have 3 open fan forums during the course of the season, probably one at the beginning, one midway through and one at the end. And I will continue to visit and meet the different supporters groups and engage with them in that way. That's not to say there won't be the opportunities to engage with us in between, whether it's by email or meetings and that type of thing. So we certainly want an open relationship with the fans as far as we can, and we think that this is probably the next best way of achieving it, given that the PASB hasn't met expectations.
Finally, and you've almost answered this question already, but you're sat here this time next year, I'm doing the interview, I'm asking you how the season has gone. What are you going to tell me?
Well, I'm hoping I'm going to be able to tell you I'm looking forward to League One football.
Thank you very much.